What's up, my friends? Love Them Knives here, LTK, in the studio today with some TwoSun fun. Titanium frame lock flipper tab. Where's the flipper tab? It's here, barely. Night, morning, whoever you are out there, you get a little artsy with that flipper tab. It's almost completely disappeared. You just, whoa, it never hurts to just grow it just a little bit. For us old dudes that are trying to get a grip, and there's your lockup. It's pretty significant. You've got hardened steel insert in here. You've got what they say is they have KVT pivot on here, bearings. I've opened some up and they look ceramic to me. So I didn't disassemble this one. I've disassembled at least a half a dozen of the TwoSun knives at various times. Good solid internals, and, over travel stop, all that kind of stuff. Let's see if I can roll it around. See, you can see the insert with the detent ball and all that kind of good stuff. And backspacer, nicely done. I like a backspacer, I really do. Also, here you go with a lanyard hole. Looks like it's tubed through the backspacer. Pocket clip, milled, titanium, nice. Nicely done. Some of these pocket clips, you kind of got to grab the edge of your pocket while you're sliding the knife in, because sometimes they do kind of collapse the lip of your pocket because they're a little tight, and or this little protrusion down here underneath will start pushing the material of your pocket instead of giving way. It just depends on the model. It really does. It varies from model to model. So you got to try them out and see how that goes. But, mostly it's not that huge of a problem. And the pivots, the detent varies sometimes on these models. These run at about a 4.5 to a 5, maybe a 5.5 on the detent. This one's pretty weak. It's probably between around a 4.5, I'd say. The thing is, the bearings are so free and easy. And, I don't think I've done anything with this. I don't even think I didn't take it apart. So I didn't wipe it down and purge and re-lube and all that. I don't even think I put any lube on here. Obviously, there's enough that comes in these boxes. I mean, you get these boxes, and I always write the model number on them, TS53. And, in here, it comes, and they kind of twist the top and roll it over and stuff. And so then they put tape around it. So I take the tape off. I try and preserve this. But if I put this back in here, it would just coat it. I mean, there's a lot of lube in there. So they're pretty lubed up when they come. Although, they can be lubed up on the exterior, and the pivots, bearings are still dry. It's happened. So, that's always something that you can do if you think you need to get into that. Okay, so I always write the model number on the edge, but then since it's a two-piece box underneath, I always put the same model number on the bottom of the box in case you get the bottoms mixed up. So that's just me, because they don't put anything other than TwoSun and Night, Morning and D2. And you know what? We still got some, I thought I wiped it down good enough. It's better now. It's much better now. So that's a satin grind, pretty tall satin grind. Piercing, yeah, kinda. Better slicing though, I imagine. But yeah, some piercing. And you know what? I don't think these are 4mm. Come here. I mean, they're a full-size knife, but the 3.8, yeah, they're running right under 4mm, around 3.8, from what I've seen, okay? And that's 0.148, 147 of an inch. Fatness on the scales, 11.5, 0.45 of an inch. So there you go. And how big a knife is it? Well, let me tell you, buddy. It's full size, isn't it? Now, look at how the bolster is like measured up here. Well, that's 3 3/4 LTK. But on the bottom, what is it? Oh, about 90 millimeters, which is a 3.5 inch blade. So, I mean, see how that bolster runs up and down? Yeah. So, you decide. 8 1/4, 8 3/8. So, 21 centimeters. I'll tell you what, that's the same size as. Come here, Fancy. So, Fancy, she's 8 3/8 too. She got a big old tail on her, but I'll tell you what, I think her blade's not quite as long as this one, especially if you measure his blade length up here. Of course, that's different than cutting edge. But in any case, so you got this little choil in here. That's not too shabby. So you got, like I said, you got a full-size knife with this. And she'll look bigger on, put her on this aspect ratio. But, you know, you get the idea. Yeah. Pretty good size knife. Get you out of here, girl. Stage right. And, well, Manny, did we do this? See? 8 inches. This is over 8. Bigger knife than the Mannix. So, get out of here. How much do you think it weighs? Come on. Place your bets. Because we're going to find out. What do you think? What are we measuring for? I think we're measuring for grams. 121.6 grams. So if we go units, and we got to go all the way back around to ounces, 4.29. That's not bad. Not for a full-size titanium with D2, and 3.8 millimeter blade stock, and up here 3 3/4 inch blade. So just saying, yeah, it's not bad. Night morning designs, go figure. Look at all the milling on here. Look at all the machine work you're having to do here for a lousy, right? For a lousy, I snagged this one at, what, 46 bucks? So my eyes are going blurry looking through this camera. It gets me after a while. But there you go. TS53. I mean, you know, and here's the seller here. So you can go on, I mean, you know, 11,500. And transactions, 99.5%. People are digging these knives. They really are. Here's the stats on it, right? So, you know, 21 centimeters overall length, 3.8 millimeter blade stock thickness, D2 alloy, KVT ceramic. You know, and that's what I thought. I saw ceramics on there when I took some others apart a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, I believe you. I believe you. And you know what? For what I paid for this knife, that's a heck of a deal. And that's why they're all jumping on eBay and buying these. The problem is these models come and go. Have you noticed that? They come and go. So, you know, you go, well, I'm going to wait till, because when a new one comes out, people are bidding them up. And they're getting in the $80, $90 range, sometimes ridiculous stuff. You go, well, I'm going to let it cool off for a while, and then I'll go snag one at 2 o'clock in the morning, or set up my sniper software or whatever to grab me one, you know. And yeah, you wait and you wait before you ever attempt to get one, and then all of a sudden the model disappears online and it's gone. So they kind of push them in and push them out. So you kind of got to balance, you know, how long you want to wait till things cool down against will it just disappear offline altogether? So there you go. Yeah, lockup's pretty good. You know, it's centered up. It's not real strong detent, but the bearings are good. So it, you know, the action's fun. Let's get past that detent ball. See, that drops a little bit much like a guillotine, maybe a little bit much like that. You could tighten that pivot down a little bit if you wanted to. I'm okay with it, really, actually, where it's at. So, man, these are nice. They're always, the ergos are reasonably decent. I mean, they vary from model to model, but you can see the little kind of dugout canoe here where you get your first 2.5 or 3 fingers in there and go on past there. But, you know, I mean, the design work is just incredible. It really is. There's just so many that catch my eye I really like, and I hear a lot from other viewers and other people online. So, you know, these are really cool. I post these on my Instagram, and I always get a lot of attention. And whenever I post videos on these on my YouTube channel, like this one, I'll guarantee you compare this to the number of views over like a 2-week period with like a Spyderco that I do over a 2-week period. This will get double or triple the views. People are really interested in these. And maybe a lot of mainstream reviewers aren't doing these because they're not distributed in the US. They're the odd out kind of thing. But you know what? I like the odd out. I guess I'm the odd out kind of guy. So, you know, Y-Start knives, HX Outdoors knives, you know, TwoSun knives, you know, Ganzo knives, all these different types of, even, you know, Best Tech, which is distributed in the US and stuff, or CH knives that are kind of, you know, you can catch them in the US being distributed under other names here and there sometimes. So, I mean, you know, but the odd kind of stuff, odd duck stuff. And I kind of like the odd duck stuff. It's just fascinating to find. It's like exploration. So it's cool. Cutaways a little bit here so you can disengage this. I mean, I don't know. It makes me laugh. These are so cool. And really for the price, I mean, come on, man. Really think about it. Titanium frame lock flipper, KVT style ceramic bearings, D2 blade. That's really pretty well done. Did I cut anything with you yet? Oh, man. Wow, that's, whoever did this one. I mean, you know, they vary a little sometimes. Whoever's at the wheel doing the edge on these. Whoever did this one, you're hired. You're definitely hired. You did a good job on that one. But it kind of makes me chuckle when you see something like this and you go, you know, if it had a different name on it, what would it be worth? Would this sell for 150, 160, 70? I mean, I think that's why there's so many people buying these. I mean, what'd the guy have? 11,500? And he's not the only seller on the TwoSun deal. So, whew, I think there's a lot of people out there buying these, realize they're a really good bargain. Take another look at it, because I'm going to kick you out and let you get back to your world. What do you think, guys? It's an interesting design. May not be your favorite of all the TwoSun knife designs. You know, and they're always some kind of different deal coming out. Now they're throwing G10 at you with a liner lock, which is interesting. And, you know, other designs where there's like a front flipper option, like this 54. You know, so what? I mean, they just keep you on your heels, don't they? You never know what's coming next. Mr. Night Morning, dear sir, you know, what's coming next? And grow you a flipper tab next time. These are getting kind of, this one works really good, but some of them are getting to where they're starting to really disappear and they're not so intuitive. It takes a little kind of getting used to them. I mean, I know I'm niggling now, and it's a design thing as well, but it's nice to get a little bit more tab there. Now, you know, I mean, of course, on the other hand, how much contact patch you want. You know, you grow that flipper tab, it's going to be raising you up. So, yeah, you got that thing going on too. Let's see what this one does. Yeah, it's a little deeper, but, you know, so there you go. Interesting. God, all his designs are so crazy. I wish I had like half the stuff he's done I could put on the table. We just have a TwoSun shootout. Crazy stuff, isn't it? We're talking about you, buddy. You guys go back to your boxes. Thanks for joining me, guys. Appreciate it. I think these are always amusing and fun, and I think they're a great value. I really do, for the quality and everything. Go figure. How do they do it? I don't know. Can't answer that question, but I can tell you one thing. We love them knives. Yes, we do on this channel. So you guys out there, you stay sharp.